One morning, a billionaire wakes up and checks nothing. No emails, no meetings, no urgent messages. Yet by the time he goes to sleep, his wealth has increased by billions. Not because he worked that day, but because something he owns did. Meanwhile, somewhere else, a highly skilled professional wakes up early, commutes to work, solves complex problems, and spends the entire day focused. That night, he goes to sleep having earned exactly what his salary allows. Both people lived the same 24 hours, but the outcome couldn't be more different. And once you understand why, the way you see money will never be the same. Because this gap has nothing to do with effort, and everything to do with mechanisms. If that surprises you, stay with me. Because this pattern has existed for over a century. For most of history, the richest individuals didn't get wealthy by working harder. They built systems. They owned infrastructure. They owned processes. They owned equity. When the world used what they owned, money flowed to them automatically. That's the key difference most people miss. A salary pays you for time. Ownership pays you for scale. Time is limited. Systems are not. When you work a job, your income grows linearly. 1 hour equals 1 unit of pay. But when you own an asset, value grows independently of your time. That's why wealth can increase while the owner is asleep. And if you're starting to feel uncomfortable hearing this, that's normal. Because this is where the illusion of hard work equals wealth begins to break. Another mechanism that separates the ultra-wealthy is leverage. Leverage simply means using other people's resources to amplify outcomes. When wealthy individuals borrow, they do it to acquire assets that grow over time. When most people borrow, it's usually to consume things that lose value. Same tool, opposite result. Leverage doesn't create wealth on its own. It magnifies whatever direction you're already moving. That's why the wealthy use it cautiously, but deliberately. And if you think this sounds risky, you're right. Which is exactly why understanding what you leverage matters more than how much. If this is starting to click, keep listening. Because the next mechanism explains why wealth accelerates so fast at the top. Scale changes everything. At small levels, effort matters most. At large levels, structure matters more. Large systems buy cheaper, distribute faster, and reach more people. As systems grow, advantages compound. Networks become stronger. Costs drop. Influence expands. This is why certain companies dominate entire industries. Not because they're slightly better, but because scale creates momentum that's hard to stop. Ownership of scale leads to exponential outcomes. And this is where many people realize something uncomfortable. The game isn't fair, but it is consistent. And once you understand the rules, you can play differently. Time horizon is another silent divider. Most people think in weeks or months. The wealthy think in decades. Short-term thinking creates emotional decisions. Long-term thinking allows compounding to work. Markets rise and fall. Assets fluctuate. Those who panic exit early. Those who understand time stay invested. And staying invested is where the real growth happens. If you've ever sold too early or hesitated too long, this is why. Time rewards patience more than intelligence. So what does this mean for you? It doesn't mean you need to become a billionaire. And it doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow. It means shifting how you think. From income to ownership. From consumption to assets. From short-term comfort to long-term positioning. Wealth doesn't come from working non-stop. It comes from building things that work without you. And once you understand that, you stop asking, how can I earn more?